Nothing about nothing, but well, it's something. Well, Steph out the gate with a triple dub tonight against the Golden State against the Miami Heat. But yeah, man. So start the podcast off with unfortunate news. If you haven't already heard, as you're listening to this podcast, a member of the Migos, Takeoff was pronounced dead early Tuesday morning in the city of Houston, Texas. Very tragic incident. We're not necessarily going to try to play detective here on this podcast. That is not our job. There's numerous allegations, posts, whatever you want to call it, on social media of Quavo and Takeoff being together in Houston at a bowling alley, is what some people say. Quavo is having a conversation with whomever and whatever count. Some people try to say it was a dice game. Some people try to say it was over a random conversation of basketball. Whatever. We're not confirming anything that's been on the social media. We don't know. We're just giving y'all what's out there. Nonetheless, the situation unfortunately ended up in Takeoff being shot um, and killed. There's nothing more to say other than obviously it's an unfortunate, tragic incident. But I seen that I don't know why personally it matters regardless where it happens, but when it happens in a city that you're from, you feel like maybe to a degree more connected to it, or it's just like, damn, like the city down that bad. And so, and that's a slippery slope because you can't necessarily like put that on the city because whomever had the trigger or whatever the case may be may not necessarily be from Houston. So whoever pulled the trigger, that has not yet been reported. And there's just a lot of loose ends that may or may not be connected. Um, Fellas, y'all heard the news. Well, when you heard the news, what were y'all instant reactions and y'all takeaways from what y'all been seeing across y'all feed today?
So I want to take it, and I'm gonna let my brother Sean Hart have it right after me. I'm gonna be real quick and I'm gonna be real direct because I've been saying this for past episodes, and my brothers know me to always need to be the conscious type, and I don't care. I'll take a stand and I'll be that one. But guys, I'll say it again and I'll say it until I'm dead. We really gotta stop killing each other. We gotta have the maturity to understand that we need to have the patience with one another to talk things out, even if it gets fiery, even when it gets to certain points. I understand you got that testosterone. I understand that your gun kind of gives you a false sense of confidence. I get it. But bro, like there other races work together. We can't really be out here Black Lives Matter, voting and wanting change when we can't change within ourselves. We can't a house divided. Come on, I don't even have to finish that. We gotta just that's it. That's all I gotta say. We gotta stop the killing again.
Uh, well, my first reaction to it, I think I dropped it in the group around like 4:30 in the morning. I had just randomly woken up and like down my Twitter timeline, probably 10, 15 minutes prior to me waking up, I was getting a notification that Takeoff had got shot and killed here in Houston. Tragic event. No Cap actually had a caption in one of the pictures he uploaded to Takeoff earlier today saying, he was actually supposed to be there, but God told him, not to go. Wishing that, Takeoff had the same instinctual feeling to not show up as well. But um, something about rappers getting killed in the month of November. Do what you will with that information. Uh, I am the conspiracy type, but I won't go there out of respect and freshness of the situation. But man, it's just sad. Uh, it's sad because the video came out and TMZ got the video literally uh, not of the shooting directly, but you can hear it within the background transpiring, as Quavo is arguing with somebody over seemingly, I think a dice game gone wrong, and then it tends to turn into a pissing match after that, and then we start talking about with basketball, and then I hate to say it, a lot of other nigga activities, and then like it's like I say, like the pissing contest kind of furthers even more. And then before you know it, the Boondocks depicted it perfectly. You find yourself knee deep in a nigga moment, and it's like it's a bang bang reaction, you know. And it's been reported allegedly that it was friendly fire on behalf of the Migos camp, or somebody up the firearm, and it actually hit Takeoff. I don't even think it was the opposing people whose firearm struck the deadly blow. So, I mean, that's yet to be determined. That's just speculation. I don't think that's definitive fact. But if that is the case, I mean, I don't think there's anything more senseless than that. So, prayers to his family. But we lost, the millennials lost a legend today. The world lost a legend. So, RP Takeoff.
Yeah, man. When I first got the news, man, it was through my brother over there, Sean Har. I looked at the message, and it's actually both my brothers. I seen it through Sean Har and also through Live, and I was just like, I was shocked. Honestly, I thought they were talking about Offset, only for the reason of I kind of get their names mixed up, and you know, he's the actual chill Migo. Everybody knows that. He's the one that's laid back. He don't really go out there starting any beefs. He's not out there talking too much on social media. He's literally the quiet one. He'll give you an ad lib before he'll give you a whole sentence type dude. To me, it's a sad thing that that happened. I feel like, from this situation, I feel like just like my brother was saying, we need to stop the violence and, learn how to de-escalate things. And I feel like I feel like people probably did try to stop it to a certain extent, but people have to understand, like, when, there's grown men and we have, we're in a dangerous situation, if that makes any sense, 4 o'clock in the morning, people have firearms on them. We got to learn how to, make the right decision. We know how certain people are. I feel like a lot of the entourages on both sides are around each other a lot. And I feel like it could have been resolved a lot easier knowing how their tempers are. So, like I said, we don't know the details of who did what, but I just feel like anytime I see two black people get into a situation of this nature, just like Sean Hart said, is definitely an N-word moment, and it sickens me, and it just it's an L for the culture, in my opinion. Until we find further information, based off information I learned, man, I'm just sickened, to be honest. So just like y'all said, man, RIP to Takeoff, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. May Takeoff's name and his work never die here on earth.